just want y'all to know we in 30th Street Station at the BTW. It's vegan. You see it. You've never tasted plants like this. We did. Also, in the back of the car, there was something real crack. I like that. So that's a good little. Let me show the people this.
Yes.
You don't have to be vegan to enjoy vegetables.
That's right.
So even if you smoking blunts, drinking 40s, doing all the savage stuff, a couple days out of the week you want to go vegan.
That's right.
Eat some fruits, eat some vegetables, get your health back in order. Like don't kill yourself. It's like gradualism, and then you get off that red meat. Break down the chicken and fish. Get off that chicken and fish. All the meat is poison in this world. And get back to the vegan, the organic vegan. Eat to live, not to die. Like, come on, family. Make sure y'all support the sisters. So we're going to make sure we get them a plug. Make sure that next time y'all down 30th Street, stop by.
For sure. Thank you
Got
so
my
much for the
visa.
support.
Many people think God named himself, and many mix, dilute, and graft their names. Messenger Elijah Muhammad teaches us that when we want to know a person, we ask them their name. Some people call themselves John X Shabazz, or John X Allah, or Allah Kareem, or Malik Allah Muhammad, etc. Messenger Elijah Muhammad teaches us not to place the X with a holy name because the X means unknown, and the holy name is well known. He also revealed that we should not place the name Muhammad after the name Allah, for Allah is all in all the holy names made manifest. We do not want to make mockery of our heritage, and we must be careful about giving out names if we do not understand the teachings. Messenger Elijah Muhammad teaches us, if a person teaches a thing which he himself does not know, he can be charged with lying to the public. We can use the name Rahman or Rahim or any good name. Many think Allah means the creator. This is not precise. Al-Khaliq means the creator. And Al-Khaliq is one of the 99 attributes of Allah. Al-Khaliq is not Allah. It is a dimension of Allah. Allah is the God and covers all. When we say the black man is the creator, we do not mean the physical flesh and blood of the black man was floating in space making things. No. The flesh of man is the physical, which is the lowest and last dimension of the black man's mind. Master Fard Muhammad, Allah in person, teaches us in the 99 Actual Facts that the black man has 7 dimensions to his mind. The physical, the emotional, the mental, the spiritual, the soul, the self, the will. He has 9 forces which balances his equilibrium. Attraction, repulsion, cohesion, assimilation, dissimulation, creation, projection, reception, and intuition. Astafar Muhammad, a law in person, teaches us that the black man has 7 dimensions to his mind as stated: physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, soul, self, and will. You can see the brain of man, but you cannot see the mind. The brain has a birth record and a death record, but the mind has no beginning nor ending. The flesh is limited to space-time, but the mind is not limited by time nor space. Messenger Elijah Muhammad uses the analogy of the unseen energy in a light bulb. We know the bulb has a certain wattage and one day will blow out. And once upon a time, there were no bulbs. But the energy cannot be created nor destroyed. The energy, what people call the electrical current, a misnomer, must come in the form of a bulb to light up that bulb. Allah, the creator, had to come in the person to light up the brain. The body will die, but the mind will not die. It will live and be manifested in countless others. We never said Master Fard Muhammad came in the person of Allah. We said Allah came in the person of Master Fard Muhammad. The white race anglicized Yahweh to Jehovah by changing the Yah to J. And they changed the W to a V because they did not have the letter W yet. The letter W is not in the Hebrew language, so they used the Phoenician letter V. This corrupted version of YHVH or Yahweh is found 4 times in the Old Testament of the Bible. Remember, Messenger Elijah Muhammad teaches us that the Holy Quran or Bible, not Holy Quran and Bible, the Holy Quran or Bible, same book, came from a larger book which lasts for 25,000 years and was written by 24 black scientists. The Quran teaches, nay, it is a glorious Quran and in a guarded tablet. It goes on, surely we have revealed the Quran, and surely we are its guardian. Beneficent God, by the book that makes manifest. Surely we have made it an Arabic Quran that you may understand. And it is in the original of the book with us, truly elevated, full of Hakimi or wisdom. Allah in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praises are due forever, taught me, meaning Messenger Elijah Muhammad, that there are not any gods who live forever. Their wisdom and work may live 6,000 or 25,000 years, but the actual individual may have died within 100 or 200 years, or the longest that we have a record of around 1,000 years. There is no God living who was here in the creation of the universe, but they produce gods from them, and their wisdom lives in us. Human beings are created according to the life of the universe, planets. Master Fard Muhammad, to whom all praises are due forever, taught me that the original designer and maker of the universe created it on time, and there is an end to it. Scientists have learned by study that everything we see that we call universe is not everlasting. It is gradually decaying. The Bible and the Holy Quran both verify this decay of the universe, and that one day a wiser God than them all will exist in a new universe. A new universe means that it will not be exactly like this one that we know. According to the hints of the Holy Quran, it will be a better one than we have. Naturally, after experiment with a thing that has been made, we can improve on a new make of it. the black man's gods, according to the history he taught me, have all been the wisest. They made the white man after that order and wisdom accept the knowledge of how to bring into reality and perfection their vision and idea of what they want to perceive equal to the black man's wisdom. This was kept back. Think that over. There are wicked people who do not want the knowledge known. If it is known, they do not want it shared, wisdom. And if it is shared, they do not want it internalized or understood. Because once you wake up to the reality of a law, you are free. You will teach in the university of a law anywhere. Your sole purpose will be to liberate the mentally dead. There are countless spook preachers who love to preach but seldom teach. When they speak, it pleases you. And when you see them, you are content. But they are slave makers of the poor who teach lies. The new Islam does not contain one atomic particle of spookism. This is why it is hated. They hate to hear you refer to a human being as a law god. And after 66 trillion years of seeking and waiting, some of us who know act like Masons and Shriners and hide the truth while we know. We mix the truth with falsehood to please the listener. A law is an actual fact and teaches actual facts. Messenger Elijah Muhammad did not place his teeth on his tongue. He taught the truth. There are many who suffer rejection, abuse, and injustice because they teach the reality of a law. They are blessed, for they are forging the way for others. Keep up the good work, Allah. Don't stop. The messenger says, the man Allah God raised up from among the American so-called Negroes in the West will unite his people to Islam with the guidance of Allah, with a book of scriptures for his people, prepared and written by the finger of Allah God. His teachings will be called a new Islam and will be opposed by many who would not like a change from the old to a higher knowledge of the divine. Who is the original man? Answer. The original man is the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. The wisdom of each God, according to what the law God in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praises are due forever, taught me, has a cycle of 25,000 years. Once every 25,000 years, another God will be given a chance to show forth his wisdom to the people. This has been going on for many trillions of years, according to his teachings to me, at least since the deportation of moon and earth, according to the science of why we use a cycle of 25,000 years. This is compared to the circumference of our earth at the equator, which is approximately 25,000 miles. This is also compared with the rotation of our earth, or the change at the poles, which also makes a complete change once every 25,000 years. The white race is an unusual people, and their ideology is unusual. He has and was given the gift of a creative mind to allow him to use his own ideas. The black man, or gods, were put to sleep in order that the wisdom of the black man did not interfere with what the white man is made for, to rule us under wickedness, enslavement, deceit, murder, and death for 6,000 years. The black man, or gods of the black man, are infinitely wise. They are being aroused to their wisdom today to rule the people again throughout the ages of time. The present gods, Master Fard Muhammad's wisdom is infinite. No scientist can see an end to this man's wisdom coming in the future. That is why the Bible and the Holy Quran refer to him as the greatest and wisest of them all, and say that he will set up a kingdom or civilization that will last forever. Messenger Elijah Muhammad teaches us that Allah will give us a new Islam or a new teaching, and that new teaching will motivate and stimulate us to build new things. For we are the accumulation of our thoughts. We live in a universe based on laws, and many of laws want to be outlaws, and thus they stray and become weak. They have no discipline and want to do their own thing. But the atoms, the sun, the moons, the planets, the stars, the comets, the black holes, all submit. All are Islam. We do not worship Islam. We are Islam. And we must not rebel against nature in which we were created, or we will destroy ourselves. After Messenger Elijah Muhammad, there is no need to pray or go to a temple or masjid or mosque, for he brought us face to face with the reality of Allah God. Many are waiting on a new book to come. After 66 years, they are still waiting. Do you not realize the new book is the direct word of Messenger Elijah Muhammad? Think over the quotes from Messenger Elijah Muhammad. This is just a taste of a mere atom of the truth that he manifested. It is not from Brother Minister Allah. I am only a student follower of Messenger Elijah Muhammad's teachings. Only Messenger Elijah Muhammad was personally taught and trained by Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praises are due forever, for 3 years and 4 months. We, as his talibs or his students, should not be ashamed to keep a law, the supreme law, Master Fard Muhammad, and his first, last, and only messenger, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, in front. There is no mystery God. The Son of Man has searched every square inch of our universe and ventured into the darkness beyond the light of our stars. They have never found a mystery God. So they have all agreed, not a majority, but all of them have agreed, that the only God is the Son of Man, the black nation. As you go to church or to the masjid or mosque or the temple, keep in mind that the black Kaaba in Mecca, Arabia, do not confuse the ritual with the substance. The 7 ciphers or circles is a sign of the black nation on the 7 continents, who have 7 dimensions to their mind. The scriptures teaches us, know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy. For the temple of God is holy, which temple you are. And the scriptures goes on. And what agreement hath the temple of God with idols? For ye are the temple of the living God. As God has said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. Think that over for a moment. Messenger Elijah Muhammad teaches us the only way a person can rob us is by tricking us into believing in other than reality. If a magician pulls a glass of water out of a seemingly empty hat, the mentally dead will applaud. But the scientist understands water comes from atoms. You cannot be fooled if you know the science or the nature of a thing. Question: have you designated a successor for yourself Answered by Messenger Elijah Muhammad, I do not do that. I cannot do that. I did not choose myself. God chose me. And if he wants a successor, he will choose that one. This is from Messenger Elijah Muhammad's 1972 Elijah Meets the Press home interview. Question, by what means would someone come up? Answered by Messenger Elijah Muhammad, I do not know that, because I do not believe there's one coming up. The work that I am doing, I don't think God needs one, because when man and God have come face to face, as the old saying goes, then that is the end of it. When we are face to face with God, that is the end of it. And so what would another one do? There's nothing for him to do. Question, after you are gone, Mr. Muhammad, the Nation of Islam will continue to exist, but how? Messenger Elijah Muhammad's personal answer. It will be a new Islam to what the old Orthodox Islam is today. It will be altogether a new one. Question, you mean your successor will preside over a new Islam? Answered by Messenger Elijah Muhammad, there will be no successor. There is no need for a successor when a man has got the divine truth and has brought you face to face with God. Question, how will your resources be administered? Messenger Elijah Muhammad's answer, that will be carried on by the nation. After setting the nation on the right way to take care of themselves, they do not need any more instruction on that. They will follow it as the Constitution of America has been followed. Question, will it be run by local mosques? Messenger Elijah Muhammad's personal answer, no, no, no. Read it again. Question the Messenger Elijah Muhammad, will it be run by local mosques or masjids, temples, synagogues, churches, universities? No, no, no. The messenger says, after this, the whole entire nation of black people will be governed divinely, and the government will be a divine government and not something that is governed locally like we have today in 1972. We will have a divine government set up for us, and it will stand forever. We will not need any change. Question, what did you mean, new, different from Orthodox? Messenger, I meant just that. We have a new Islam coming up. The old Islam was led by white people, white Muslims, but this one will not be. This Islam will be established and led by black Muslims only. The white scientists trace everything to energy. The religions trace it to their God. We trace it to the mind. All three are unseen and eternal and absolute. They are defined differently, but claim the same work. Think this over. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High, according to the Bible. Therefore, he lays the base of his kingdom with a square number of mathematics, truth. His new world of Islam, kingdom of peace, can be proven mathematically step by step, which we all know mathematics is truth. When you make a new way of thinking in a person, he is bound to do something new. He cannot do something other than new since he has a new mind, new ideas. A new mind and new ideas produce a new thing. Just because we have not seen the creation of these things, we are quick to disbelieve that they can ever happen. By Messenger Elijah Muhammad. He says, my work is to bring you face to face with God and do away with spooky beliefs. As I have pointed out to you in the prophecy, that he will make all things new. I have pointed out to you that this includes our being given a new mind, which produces new ideas. The new mind and the new ideas are to condition us for the new materialistic things that he will make. The new people that are to be made are from the black man of America. We will be made a new people. For we have been destroyed mentally and physically by the teachers and gods of this world of the white race. Therefore, in order to renew us, the once servitude slave and the now free slave of our enemy, we must have a new spirit that will produce ideas in us to become a new people. Allah God has come to unite us. We, the black people in America, must unite. But unity only comes on the acceptance of Islam. Without black unity, we have no power, regardless of how great in numbers we may be. Divine wisdom of God is what puts us on the path to ascend to the heights that he has vouched for as being safe for us. He calls besides the law on that which harms him not, nor benefits him. That is straying far. The will of Allah must be done. Allah could not, let me read that again. Allah could not have a will himself until he had brains himself. See, certain things in the message that teachers go right over brothers and sisters' heads. We're going to slow this down and rewind this one more time, Messenger. Please just give it to us one more time. We need this. The will of Allah must be done. Allah could not have a will himself until he had brains himself. The will of Allah must be done. What will? Ain't no will unless you got a brain, you got a plan of action. Let me just quote the lamb. Let me stay calm here. The will of Allah must be done. Allah could, this is Theology Time 1972. In fact, inshallah, Sakina, if it's the will of the God in person, I plan to probably put some quotes somewhere on this screen for y'all. The will of Allah must be done. Allah could not have a will himself until he had brains himself. Allah was created, self-created from an atom of life. The atom of life was not only able to create flesh and have blood from the earth that he was created on. Allah God was created on the very earth that we are on today, but the earth was not as it is today. The messenger goes on. Did God say that he was a mystery God, or did someone say it of him? Did God say that he was only a spirit, or did someone say it of him? The most important questions of all questions that one could ask is, who is God? If your God were a mystery, you and I would be a mystery people. If he were a spirit and not a man, we would all be spirits and not human beings. If he were a mystery or only a spirit, the prophets could not have predicted the coming of that which no one has knowledge of a spirit which cannot be seen, only felt. Because of the false teachings of our enemies, the devils, God has made himself known. For I teach not the coming of God, but the presence of God in person. This kind of teaching hurts the false teachings of the devils. For they knew that God would come in person after you. They, the devils, also are aware that God is present among us. But those of you who are asleep, they desire to keep asleep. The Christians do not believe in God as being a human being, yet they believe in him as being the father of all human beings. They also refer to God as he, him, man, king, and the ruler. They teach that God sees, hears, talks, walks, stands, sits, rides, and flies. That he grieves or sorrows, and that he is interested in the affairs of human beings. How can one teach the people to know God if he himself does not know God? Can God be a mystery God and yet send prophets to represent himself? If God is not material, what pleasure would he get out of material beings in the material universe? What is the basis of spirit? Is the spirit independent of material? Actually, who is that mystery God? We should take time and study what has and is being taught to us. Study the word and examine it. And if it be the truth, lay hold to it. To teach people that God is a mystery God is to teach them that God is unknown. There is no truth in such teaching. Can one teach that which he himself does not know? There should be a law made and enforced upon such teachers until they have been removed from the public. According to a law, the origin of such teachings as a mystery God is from the devils. It was taught to them by their teacher, Yakub, 6,000 years ago. They know today that God is not a mystery, but will not teach it. He, meaning the devil, the God of evil, was made to rule the nations of earth for 6,000 years. And naturally, he would not teach obedience to a God other than himself. So a knowledge of the true God was not to be made manifest to the people until the God of evil, the devil, has finished or lived out his time, which was allowed to deceive the nations. Read your Bible, Thessalonians chapter 2, verses 9 to 10, and Revelations chapter 20, verses 3, 8, and 10. Today, the God of truth and righteousness is making himself manifest, that he is not anymore a mystery or unknown, but is known and can be seen and heard the earth over. This teaching of a mystery God enslaves the minds of the ignorant. Do you hate me because I represent a law? The living God, your Lord and my Lord? Can you who believe in a mystery God unknown trust your mystery to bring you bread or defend you against your open enemies? If so, on what occasion did he help you? If God is a mystery, you are lying to the world when you say that you know him. He wants to be known. It is his enemy, the devil, who does not want God to be known to you and me. Do you refer to God as he, him? These pronouns refer to man. God is a man, and we just cannot make him other than man. Least we make him an inferior one, for man's intelligence has no equal and other than man. Weapons. Canaanites carry weapons as status symbols, and for combat, they might offer their weapons to the gods or take them to their graves. Pharaoh Thutmose IV, driving a chariot with parts like those shown here. War machines, chariots added speed and agility to every attack. Egyptians first learned chariot technology from their Canaanite and Syrian neighbors. So I always tell you, history is not a science, it's an interpretation.